Hello, my name is Sarah Keller. I am a 7th grade math teacher at Allen Middle School in the West Shore School District in Camp Hill, just right over the river in Harrisburg. My concentration is in integrative STEM education, and this is my last part of the program, so I should be graduating in December. Some of my hobbies, I enjoy hiking, traveling. I took my honeymoon this summer with my husband. We started in Copenhagen, then we went down to Geneva and Lucerne. Then we had a couple of days in Brussels, a day in Bruges, and a day in Amsterdam. And we are visiting Spain after Christmas this year. And I also enjoy spending time with my family, especially my sisters. In response to the first question here, out of the 4 stages of the action research process seen in the figure on page 26 in the book, I anticipate that I am going to have difficulty with identifying an area of focus and developing an action plan. As a 7th grade math teacher, I typically identify my area of focus as my students with the low standardized test scores, and then I develop an action plan to help to boost their math abilities and test scores in the way that I teach every day. However, even though I'm confident doing that in math, I'm not certain what area of focus or action plan I will use for my STEM concentrated action research in this class. For question 2, I actually don't see very many obstacles with this approach. Mills makes a good point that action research is already extremely related to how we teach our students every day by planning, implementing, and evaluating our teaching. I suppose the only obstacle could be finding support to implement action research. Depending on the research that a teacher is doing, he or she might not have access to the support that they need. For example, the ESL teacher at my school is only present for the beginning of the day, so I would not have access to her support and any action research for my afternoon classes if I needed it. For the last question, I really felt that Story 2 by Julie Nora resonated more with me. I think this was because she started her story by sharing her lack of experience or usage of educational action research regularly in the classroom, and I feel like I am in the same boat right now. I really like how she ended her story, referring to the future when her students would have to take a standardized test. She said, "I know more about their progress than the simple fact that they have failed. I will know what they still need to reach the next level and how I can best help them to get there. Action research has allowed me to see the bigger picture in my work." What I'm most concerned about with conducting my own action research project in this class is selecting something that relates to my concentration of integrative STEM education. I said I teach 7th grade math, and while math is a part of STEM, I feel that my action research project should not only focus on the M part of STEM or the math aspect. I'm also wondering which students or classes I should use as test subjects. I do think it would be very interesting to have one of my classes be a control group and another be an experimental group. That way I could compare test results at the end to determine what impact the educational experiment had on the experimental group. That being said, I am worried that if my experiment goes well, I would be doing the control group a disservice by not including them. Likewise, I don't think it would be good if my experiment had a negative effect on scores or achievement levels of the students in the experimental group. And here are my resources. Thanks for watching.